listens only to the voices of the strong. The words of the weak never carry far. You'd be wise to heed my words.
What the fuck? Did King from Tekken just walk up and beat my ass? What was that? Whatever.
How disappointing. You couldn't even carry out your mother's command. Not that I ever expected much from you. You've served your purpose. Now, I'll reclaim my power. Greymane, you've come all this way to fill my empty void. How precious. Deep down, you already knew that joining me is the only choice. You desire me, don't you?
Foul-tongued witch!
Just like my child, you need to be broken in!
Hi, what's up everybody? BlackSpace Johnson got another video for you today. So I recorded like 2 whole videos of me doing main missions. I'll show you where we are currently in the main quest. We are in chapter 9 and I've done all of this section of chapter 9. So Fragments of Darkness, Pursuit Beyond the Veil. I did all this shit, and unfortunately my audio, I was talking the entire time and I had no idea that my audio was not recording. So so I'm not gonna put those videos out, but this is where we are. We destroyed the totem at the Clay Iron Necropolis. We destroyed the totem at the Forgotten Tomb. We destroyed the one at Brimstone Springs and at Hollow Haven. And now we're at the location where the energy of the Black Witch is gathered. And now we have to defeat the Black Witch. And then after that, we'll have these other missions in Chapter 9 to complete. And we'll do all of those. But I have actually done a lot since the last episode. So for one, the main thing that I was doing is clearing the sanctums for the witches faction quest. So as you can see, all of these done. Completed literally every single one of the sanctums for all of the witches. There is still one more mission that I have available because it says 21 out of 22, but I have no idea what that is. I'm assuming it's going to unlock later on in the game. You may be wondering, how did you complete all the missions without beating what is it? Atenumbra's sword, spear, and all of that shit? How did you do that, Lightspeed? I beat all their ass. I beat the staff. I beat the sword. I beat the spear. I whooped all their asses. This bitch, on the other hand, though, I'm not whooping his ass. As a matter of fact, I went there. I got my ass 2-tapped 3 times in a row. I'm not doing that. The only way I'm doing that is if I get like 500 likes on a video on TikTok. That's the only way I'm doing that shit. But the rest of these people, they got their asses whooped within one try. Him, on the other hand, I ain't got no business even being in the same arena as that brother. A couple of tips for anybody that's kind of struggling with upgrading their character like I was. If you're looking for Bloodstone, you can go to this area in the Crimson Desert. You can go to this area, and as you can see, a little bit under Rattlesnake Step and near the Crimson Mountains, you can follow this path here. So you can get you can find a bunch of Bloodstone here, a bunch here. There's a fast travel point here for you, and then there's some Bloodstone here. There's some here, and there's an Abyss Crescent here. You don't have to do a puzzle or anything. You just go there, pick up the crescent, and you'll have that fast travel point. And there's more Bloodstone here and here. So if you're struggling with finding Bloodstone, there's some there. I found that, and it greatly helped me upgrade a lot of my gear, and armor. Another thing, if you are having issues getting materials in any way, getting ores or anything like that, you can find a bunch of ores here. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see where it is in relation to some things. So that's Demoness over there. Delesia's down here, and as you can see, that's Gorthak there, and here in the Beard Tree Gorge, as you can see, there's a fast travel point here. There's also a fast travel point here. There is a boss mission here, but I think you have to actually trigger the side mission in order to have to do the boss battle, but I'm not sure. I did the mission, so I'm not sure if the boss will be here if you're not doing the mission. But if you can beat the boss, it's relatively easy. You'll have access to all these ores, and they respawn, I think, every 7 days in game. Speaking of, if you actually, if you come upon any missions like the one that I'm on right now, where this is a main quest mission, if you come to this mission at any time outside of 9:30 at night, there will be an option for you to wait. And you want to do that, and you can do it, and you can speed up time until 9:30. Now you can use this option to kind of manipulate time in the game, and it will allow you to kind of refresh when things in the environment actually reload, like iron ores, copper ores, bloodstone, things of that nature, flowers even, and allow you to be able to gather materials a lot faster than normal. Because if you're like me, you want to be able to get through the game, frankly, as easily as possible. So that's a way for you to be able to do it. Another way, if you've already passed this mission, if you don't have the faction quest done for House Marshall, it's the same thing for this mission, Nightmare on Stage. Once you get to this point, I'll open the map so you see where you have to go. Once you get to this point, if you're here at any point, well, I'll say not at any point, but if you're here an hour before or an hour after 9:30, then the game is going to give you the option to wait, and it's going to fast forward. If you're before 9:30, it's going to fast forward you to 9:30. If you're after 9:30, so let's say 10:30, it's going to fast forward you to the next night at 9:30 p.m. So those are two options for you if you want to wait, and if you want to, you can double up on that, and you can go to your Greymane count. After you push time forward to 9:30, you can go to your Greymane count and rest for 12 hours. I did that quite a few times. It does seem like there is a bit of a block in the game, though. If you do it enough times, at some point, Kliff will stop sleeping. You can still use the missions to wait, but Kliff won't sleep anymore, so you won't have the option of going to the Greymane. I think it happens after like 5 or 6 times, so, you know. But those are a few tips for you to get a little bit stronger. Hopefully it helps you. But let us actually get into this fight and beat this bitch up. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we do it. Can't see shit.
Grated at my very soul.
Get up on. Look at her running over there. Where am I? Look at her trying to sneak up on me. Let's get it. No, I'm on your head. I'm on your head. So for these, a lot of times, I just run away. I just say fuck it and run away. I did not tell him to grab on for that. Where's she at? Whoop. I hate bosses like this that are kind of like, they just kind of bombard you with a plethora of shit. Like it kind of feels like the game is kind of like manipulating its way out of it, like designing an effective boss, or like an interesting boss battle, because it's just like we're just gonna throw so much shit at you that it feels overwhelming, and it feels artificial. Like not artificial because obviously it's a video game, none of it's real, but it's like as you can see, I'm beating this bitch's ass. And it's just like if she didn't have like so many other like enemies like floating around, then this fight would at least be close to over at this point. And a lot of boss battles are like that. Alright, let's move. Right, so you just gonna run away like a bitch? Absolutely. Alright, next phase. Oh, and I'll tell you about that thing on my back once we finish up this mission.
As I thought, you're a far superior being. Greymane, will you not be my son?
My son? Bitch is weird.
What? Reek of deceit, witch.
Oh!
White Crow is nothing but a fragile
Ow.
husk of my form.
Alright, y'all know the drill. We just running. I'm just saying, fuck it. We just running in circles. Ah! That's for you just gonna run like a bitch? Absolutely. Absolutely. I was not paying attention to my health right now.
Could shape you into this.
What the fuck is Kliff swinging at?
Think of what you have by my side.
Why does it feel like every time I hit her, I get sent flying? Yeah, it feels like with every boss in the game, it's like once you get to a certain point, They all teleport. They all have ranged attacks. They all have a plethora of enemies around them. It was just weird that she just stopped taking damage after a certain point. Take that shit, bitch. Get up in it, man. I feel like we could have been done with this fight by now. Alright, cool.
Suited to me! Different from my choice. Pure power!
You're what twisted him.
Fear always dwells within that child! You are perfection! You will be mine, Greymane. I'll be waiting until the time comes.
Alright, cool, we did it. Oh. Alright, so if you're wondering what this thing is on that I have on Kliff's back here, this is a cuckoo gardening pack. You get this, you get the recipe for how to create this, or from cleansing one of the sanctums. I'm sorry, I do not remember which sanctum you actually get it from. But once you clear the sanctum out, it'll give you the recipe. You'll give you the blueprint automatically to actually create it. And you want to go, once you create it, in order to create it, you want to go here to the Kiln Den workshop, and they'll actually show you what materials you need to create that. You can use this fast travel point here. Once you create that, what it does is it allows you to automatically pick up any flowers, any plant life near you. So I'm going to go ahead and use it now so you get an idea. So I'll show you how it works. So you just go over here, you select the gardening pack, and then it's going to automatically pick up any peonies and any other flowers nearby. So yeah, obviously a very useful tool. It also picks up fruit too, so that's pretty cool. So if you're running under trees or whatever and they have fruit on them, then it will also pick up that for you. As you can see, I got a bunch of peony like this, and also I got a bunch of, if I can go down to it, palmar leaves by doing that. And where I went to get those palmar leaves, you can use those for refined, to create refined palmar peels that give you 100% of your health anytime that you die. You can revive 100% of your health. Right here, near the Mountain of Frozen Souls, you can go here. There's a waterfall here. Go down to the base of the waterfall, and you'll be able to see the palmar leaves. They're all glowing, so it's hard to miss them. And there will also be palmar beetles there. As you can see, it says palmar leaf here, but there are also palmar beetles there. So you'll be able to go there, collect palmar leaves and beetles. So somewhere that you can go to find longhorns, you can go to this fast travel point here, near the Nectarwood Apiary. This is south of Hernan, and it's not far from the Scholasticstone Institute. So if you go to this fast travel point here, usually there will be deer that are actually right next to the fast travel point, if I'm not mistaken. And you can kill them to get longhorns. One thing that I use is this here, a reindeer cloak. If you use this reindeer cloak, they won't be able to actually detect you. They'll flat out ignore you. I'll show you really quickly. just to give you an idea of how that works. So as you can see, there are deer right here. I can't see if there's any male deer. It doesn't look like it. It looks like this time they're just female deer. So yeah, right now it's just female deer, but you can just fast travel back to the point, and you get those. Let's see if we got one here. Yeah, we got one right here. No, we want to work on him. All right. Tip. You can skin those, and you can get the long corns from them. Yeah. So that's what you want. And then after that, you just need water. And I'm gonna go to this witch in order to actually show you how it's done. So you just go to this cauldron over here. And as you can see, I have the recipe for refined Palomar peels, but even if you don't have the recipe, you can press, if you're on PlayStation, you can press square to improvise, and you would just select, I did not mean to exit out of there. Damn it. Damn it. I suck at the game. But yeah, you can press square to improvise. I already have the recipe, so I don't need to improvise. But you can press square to improvise, and you, as long as you have all 4 ingredients, the longhorn, the Palomar leaf, the Palomar beetle, and water, you can make refined Palomar peels. And I believe after you create them 3 separate times, even if you don't have the recipe, the game's going to automatically give you the recipe for it. So you'll be able to just press triangle to make now, once again, if you're on PlayStation. And I'm going to go ahead and make 3 more of those, because you can't really have enough of these. So yeah, that's a way for you to make refined Palomar peels. And obviously, as you can see, I can make a bunch of peonies. If you want water, I would suggest going to the Greymane camp and going to your cook. He will pretty much every day have water and food to sell you. So just go there, and he'll be able to give you at least 11 cups of water for you to be able to use for recipes and such, whether it be food or for potions or Palomar peels. So yeah. Well, fuck all that. Next mission.
Enlightenment is seeing.
What's going on?
Have you come seeking wisdom? Forgive my lack of a welcome. An unfortunate affair has left the temple in ruins. I hope you understand.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, the list is endless. But I'm concerned about the pensive statues. I know attachment to material things brings suffering, but they represent something dear to us. Would you be so kind as to check if they remain untouched?
All right.
Alright, so the chief monk wants us to check on the statues. Where is the closest statue? So we gotta repair this one down here. What the fuck am I stuck on? Oh. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's see how we can repair this.
A maelstrom of chaos shakes this world to its core. In the shadow of injustice, only strength can rekindle the light once more. Stranger, do you see things as I do?
Even lanterns cast shadows. Not everything can be resolved with strength.
Ideals without strength are nothing but meaningless fantasies. listens only to the voices of the strong. The words of the weak never carry far. You'd be wise to heed my words.
What the fuck? Did King from Tekken just walk up and beat my ass? What was that? Whatever. I'm gonna grab this. I'm assuming this guy has something to do with the statue. So, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to put this on the statue. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Let's see. Does this go on this arm? Alright. Alright, so that's attached on there. And where's the other piece? Right here. So pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty easy. Lift it up. Why is it not lifting up? What the fuck? Why is it not lifting? Maybe I'm not supposed to grab it from the side with the hand? Okay, I don't know why it wasn't moving to begin with. But I got it now. That's what matters. I can't believe that. King from Street Fighter just walked up and whooped my... Not Street Fighter, from Tekken. Just walked up and beat my ass. Alright, it's restored. Are we gonna have to fight that dude at some point? Because I need my revenge. It says repair the second statue. Where is that? Okay, so we're gonna go to this fast travel point over here, this Abyss Crescent. Damn, this statue here got fucked up. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Hoi. Let's get this big ass thing up here. Okay, there goes one hand. Alright, and does this one go here? No, it looks like this one goes here. We can just push that back on there. And where's the... Oh, okay, I see you. Let me see if I can grab that from... No, that's not what we want, Kliff. There we go. Just lift that on up. Alright, and that's the second statue. Let's see if another island rises up or something. Excuse me. Alright, so now we go to the third statue. fuck that is. Alright, so where is this elusive second statue? Oh, so we can go under here. And here it is. Alright, so there's one hand over there. So we can go ahead and pick that up. And we just press R2 and push it. Push it real good. Am I showing my age by saying that? No. Alright. Alright, let's see. Which hand does this go on? Alright, looks like it goes on the right side. We put that one there, and then we grab this one. We put that one there. Got another island rising up. Alright, I'm assuming. Alright, so now we go back and let the monk know that we got all the statues. Cool beans.
Be mended. You're back. How are the statues?
They're all restored.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a weight off my shoulders.
I ran into someone wearing a mask.
Ah, so you've met him. The reason the temple is in ruins. He abandoned enlightenment to pursue strength.
Aye, he attacked me when I doubted him.
And you walked away unharmed.
I'm really like
You
that little
should
bro.
try out our training course. Seek enlightenment and help us guide him back to the right path.
So whoop his ass?
I'll see what I can do.
So the training course. I gotta train. I don't want to do that. Well, that'll be something that I'll do on the next episode. Until then, I will see you on the next one. I hope you have a great day. Light speed away.